All right, we are live and ready to rock and roll, doing a little bit of D&D in the Svenzone. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Awesome. So I can be heard, you guys can be heard. Let's tweak a little bit of Sirenscape and see if we can't get that to work as well. There we go. All right, so I'm looking at the current link. And let's find out if this is the same. It is not, okay. That's a good sign. All right, so I'll drop it into Discord for you guys. Let's see, where is Discord? There it is. Let me delete this. Not the button I wanted. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go to the general channel and gonna update that. Let me get here. What just happened? All right, let me try it one more time. Pin messages. Jump to. Thank you. Click edit. I don't know why I didn't do it last time. All right. Save. Okay, so it's updated on the message of the day and in the general chat. You should bring up a Sirenscape
Yep.
player. So now I'm going to test a couple things. Let's see. Close this. I'm in all caps, so that won't work.
Does that make you a capitalist?
It won't work, so it does not make me a capitalist. If it worked, it would.
The only thing is I know about capitalism is that when you see a period, your next letter is capitalized.
I think that's
Okay,
capitalizing.
let me try attempt number 2. There it goes. All right. And now let's try it again. So if you have not already, interesting. Let me try something else. You may want to check the color palette. For those of you who updated today or since the last time, since Tuesday,
Hmm.
you'll notice there's a whole new set of stuff you can do with your dice. It has finally happened.
Yes, it has. But also, they changed the font on the dice, and I don't like that.
Wow.
Loud noises. Yes, I'm trying to get this Sirenscape to work, and it's like everything is broken now, and I don't know. I don't know why. So give me just a moment, guys. I'm trying to get it to work. Alright, so that worked. Is anybody using Soundscape?
Yeah, I have it open. It didn't work on this end, and I just opened the link that you sent on Discord.
Okay, so that is there. And we need to stop all. Alright. That is very annoying. Let me check. Let me try this again. Where is this? Here's this. Okay. So it is not working on that. Are you able to hear that? The blasters?
Nope.
Awesome sauce. Okay, we'll try one other thing and then we'll just move on. And I will try to debug it later if I can't get it to work. Because I don't want to, I want to get to playing.
Mhm.
Open up Soundscape again for the DM. And go here and go here. Close that. All right, so let's check and see. All right, so does not appear to want to work for you guys, which is very annoying. I think.
I could do that.
All right, so let me see if it's coming over the stream. Why is it pop? There it is. All right, and here we go. Try that.
I think I can do that.
Yes. Okay, so that's working. Okay. One last check. Awesome. Okay, so we will just not have sounds tonight. Um,
It's so sad.
I agree. Now that I've gotten used to it, I like them a lot. And they can be humorous and dramatic and all the
Especially
cool stuff.
whenever there's goblins involved.
Yes.
They've got like 20 different lines or something, and it's really funny.
Okay, so there we go. There's everybody. We are still short one person, so let me go ahead and pull her up. One of you, I don't see. Well, we'll leave it for now. She might jump in later. If she doesn't, then if it comes into a combat, we'll pull it up because right now we're not going to go into a whole lot of combat for the second. So tonight we're going to do something a little different because don't tell me I'm going to have a lot of issues again. Because I was late. I had a miscommunication and had to run an errand. So because I failed at life as a GM, you guys get to reap the rewards. So instead of doing normal trivia, what I'm going to do is you guys are going to ask me questions. You have one question each. The caveats are it has to be out of the player's handbook or the dungeon master's guide, and
Oh goodness.
the answer has to be one sentence or less. So you can't say how do you do combat in D&D, but you can say uh, something like what kind of damage does a Morningstar do? So think about it. And whenever someone is ready, go ahead and ask me a question. We'll see if we can
What?
stump the GM. Go ahead, Nick.
I have a feeling you probably know this, but what kind of damage does Chill Touch do? And was it especially good against?
So that is a very good question because it is very much a misnomer. Chill Touch does necrotic damage, and it is especially good against undead. I
Hi, Ashley.
believe that it actually causes them to have disadvantage against the caster for their next attack.
Till
That
the end of your next turn. But
part
yes.
may not be correct, but the rest of it I think is pretty
Oh no,
correct.
it was very close.
All right.
He
Sorry,
knows
that
that
always gets me. Chill Touch.
it
It's
came up
not like
literally last
chilly or
week on the
touch.
Thursday campaign.
All right. And so, by the way, for those of you watching the stream, you can see the new color palettes they have available. I have not purchased any yet. I probably will just because I like the little fancy special, like the magical trail and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to get one of those. I think you can also get them as a bundle and save a little bit of money, so I might just do that. We will see. But for now, this is the basic that everybody gets. You can go to the default and then change um, the different stuff that you want uh, for as far as the dice color and the text. Now the text can be different colors if you just use the basic top default. Um, and then you also have the presets already that are there. Come on, there we go. So I personally like water a lot, but there's lots of cool different ones, and they look pretty nice. And they're a little bit bigger, so some people like it, some people don't like the biggerness. But one cool thing too is, if you guys haven't noticed, is you can now move the dice. A lot of people have been asking to be able to move the dice. Now you can. So if you hover over close to the 20-sider in the top corner, you'll see a lock. You can unlock it. Then just move your cursor directly down from that lock, click and drag, and you can then move it wherever you want it to be. So I'm going to put it
Nice.
and then unlock it again, and it goes away. So just like your portraits, just like your modifiers, boxes, and things like that, they can now be moved. All right, so we have Mantha and Kendrick.
I don't even know. I was like looking online for like D&D trivia, and then I just ended up looking through my character sheet. What is the casting range of Counterspell?
The range of Counterspell?
Yes.
Well, my gut says 60. I would guess, but it would have to be longer than that. So I'm going to say 100 is odd. It might be 120. I'm going to say 120.
You should have gone with your gut. It's 60.
It is 60. Okay. And Kendrick.
I'll just point out one of the one of a couple of highly annoying things about the rules of D&D. How much can a commoner with a strength of 10 deadlift?
That actually isn't in the Player's Handbook or the DMG, but
It is,
um,
but it's not. It doesn't say commoner as such. But I'm just saying, your average person with a strength of 10 can lift what?
I don't know those because those charts and things aren't there, so I don't know.
It's 30 times your strength. So
30.
300, 30.
300
Mm.
pounds?
That's crazy. Mm.
Their strength and carrying capacity in general in 5th edition is very overly strength powered. Not that I mind.
Very cool. All right, Ashley, give me a question from the DMG or Player's Handbook, and the answer needs to be one sentence or less.
I recommend, if you're struggling, to just look at your character sheet and find something. Because that's what helped me.
I don't know. My push to talk is being weird. Honestly, I am not sure. So I'm turning it off. How much XP does it take to get from level 1 to level 20 in total?
Oh,
Oof.
Good question.
I want to say
I don't
The
think I can
ultimate
234,000.
think of.
234,000. I don't.
Is that correct?
I have no idea. I don't know what's correct.
that'd be
I will
60.
Google it real quick.
Uh,
85.
355,000, I think. I'm gonna say 355,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
225 is 17, so 355 is correct. Alrighty.
Ashley came
Mhm.
over here with the ultimate like punishment for being late. Math.
I'm sorry.
Right. So the so I was incorrect. The carry weight and stuff. You are absolutely right. It does tell you it's 30 times. Um, I had forgotten about that. They do have that particular thing in there. So excellent questions, guys. You did stump me. So what we're going to do is you're going to I'll ask each one of you what your choice is. So we're starting with Tusk. Would Tusk like to have a +2 to initiative, a second, or a second inspiration?
She'll take the +2 to initiative.
Okay. And what does Kithri want?
For what?
Do you want +2 initiative or another or would you want a inspiration?
Well, because I'm late, I don't have inspiration, so probably inspiration.
Okay. 1 inspiration for Kithri. And
355.
Genesis?
Take the inspiration. I will just add that myself.
Very clear. All right, so Tusk, go ahead and roll initiative.
It's not initiative, that is just a regular d20. There we go. 2. There we go.
Effects
Yep.
+2. Perfect. All right. And Gimbal,
What were the options again? I'm sorry.
another at inspiration or +2 to initiative.
Extra inspiration.
All right, perfect. All right, so last week we had left the party. I messed up the calendar because there it is. 20 today is the 20. It is now the 27th. Um, there we go. Whisper on, please. Thank you. All right, so you had finished clearing out underneath everything that you wanted to do um, under the broken stone, and you were heading back to the city when you came upon some shambling mounds. That is the wrong map. Shame on me. Again, I failed at life. All right, so let me get rid of this. All right, Tusk. Boink. Okay, why isn't that working? Try gimbal.
I'm also having issues opening up the map our tokens were on last time.
Yeah. I think it's same across the board.
Maybe the update wiped it. I don't know.
So when we played on Tuesday night after the update, there was Let me try one other thing. Um, we didn't come upon any issues besides a couple of the extensions had issues. So I don't use any of those extensions, so we shouldn't have any issues as far as Fantasy Ground itself.
Did we ever get a map fixed here? Or?
He's looking into that now.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. Go
One of my
here.
players on Monday night, in the midst of battle, or just as we're starting a battle against a bunch of things they can't see because they're in magical darkness. He asked me what the statistics for his Drake works. He got a Drake as a part of the thing from fighting a dragon, and I had forgotten about the damn Drake, so I didn't have it rolled up or anything. So I told him, I said, I will prepare next time. Let's assume he's back at your room sleeping because he's new. So, like, I felt really bad, but I completely had forgotten about rolling up the Drake for him.
Oh, I totally get that. I've done that
I
before where
hate
they
it
have
when
a
I get,
companion and I just haven't coded them yet.
yes, very annoying. But he did have a bag of tricks that he'd picked up, which got him poisoned as well. But we got him healed, and now he had a bag of trips, and he rolled on the bag of trips. It was a tricks. It's a gray one, and he rolled for a panther. So in the midst of this magical darkness, these creatures are trying to sneak up on him, but he's got a panther going around and sensing them out, and one by one, just mauling the shit out of them. And they're like like skulks, dark creepers, stuff like that. They got no armor class. They're just practically naked with rags on, but they can hide.
Uh-huh.
And they got the ability to do like fog or obscuring fog or magical darkness. And they can see in the darkness, not the fog. But they, that panther took two of them out with epic rolls before they even got a chance to get hit by him. It was pretty cool.
Good for them.
Nice.
It was a good use of stuff that I gave him. The big mistake last week, I don't know if I don't like I told this group, I gave one of my characters a horn, a Valhalla horn, it was an epic item that he got from the dragon when they made a deal with it. And they're like level 3 characters. The horn of Valhalla, once every 7 days you can blow it and it gives you something. The one that they've got is the one of Khazar or something like that, or Kazan, and it calls berserkers. But I did not carefully read the fine print at the bottom, which said how many berserkers get called at once.
Called a lot of them.
4d4 plus 10.
That's
So he potentially 26.
14.
Yes, exactly. They ended up with 17 berserkers called down, which actually saved their ass because they were getting attacked by 7 assassins that were sent to steal the money back that they just won from the nobles. So they just like 10 seconds later, just wiped out the assassins.
All right, so we have Ship of Fools stopping in with a little bit of subscription. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I also saw here, I cannot guarantee Honey Badger that he will do it, but he says he would like Song in Your Heart from Kendrick. So do you have an earworm going on?
Oh my God.
Do you have a particular song going on in your head that's been bugging you? Or that...
Oh, there once was a ship that set to sea, and the name of the ship was a T or something. I don't know. I don't know all the words.
There you go.
That's the Wellerman.
Yeah, the Wellerman song is
Soon
in
may
my
the
mind.
woman come to bring us sugar and tea and
So there you go,
One day
Honey
when
Badger.
everybody's done,
Your song in your heart from Kendrick is
we'll
the
take
Wellerman
our leave
song.
and go. Yes, very good. Yeah.
So appreciate it very much, Ship of Fools. 11 months, almost a year. That is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. We're sort of fumbling along because I had a random encounter with a map. Um, I think we can just pretty much uh, theater of the mind the rest of this because what had happened was you guys came to a fight. You had. It looks like it didn't. It did something with all my module links. That's weird. Anyway, um, you had come upon these two shambling mounds. One was a bigger one was a smaller one. You killed the smaller one. Genesis had charmed using her channel divinity. The second one. You have
Oh yeah.
about 5, 6 rounds left on this charm. So, Genesis, what is your plan? If it gets hit, it removes the charm.
Mhm.
Right now, it is sort of leaning over the dead one. I take that back. It's flipped. The larger one is still alive. The smaller one got killed, and the larger one is sort of standing over the other one and sort of motioning and bumping it and trying to get it to move again. Um, as as this as you guys are our friends. So what is your plan?
Jen has approximately no plan. Uh, she did the channel divinity without thinking, so she's closest Tusk probably.
Yeah, or probably maybe not nearly common, but close because I
Oh yeah, wasn't
was
Tusk
one of the ones who was
beaten?
being the other one. So Tuss is
Um,
probably standing there looking towards you, holding his axe, because I remember you mentioning you charmed it. So it's like
yeah,
So do you guys want to surround it and kill it, or are you just gonna move on?
feel like
Tusk makes that motion, or like makes the motion to like, are we axing or are we motioning towards the mounts? Like real quickly, looking at Jen.
um, God, it feels so cruel to like charm something and then kill it, but I mean these things immediately attacked us, or it was going to, but the smaller one definitely immediately attacked us. So like I think we should just take our time to like set up a good attack, I guess, and kill it before it attacks some other traveler.
All right, so we'll go back into.
Okay.
I'm gonna say one
Surround and
round
kill.
will be gone. So you have 6 rounds left. That is annoying. Let's see. Does it? Um, where is? Here he is. Duration. Hello. All right. Okay. So Tusk, uh, you guys can all be pretty much anywhere you want to be. It is not moving. You are all within 60 feet of it. Um, I think Gimbal was the farthest one away, but he could easily be with a double move
Mm-hmm.
within 60 feet or even 30 feet. So you can
Okay.
say how far away you are and what you want to do with this thing. Um, so Tusk,
Tusk is on one side of it, ideally flanked with someone else. As a side note, could you actually remove the grappled, blinded, and restrained conditions from me that the dead one has doing on Tusk last time? Thank you. And he's getting ready to go all out on them. If everyone else is in position, he'll take a full round of attacks and action surge on his attacks. Do you want me to just go and start rolling those?
Yeah, you can target him in. I mean, you can drag it onto. Actually, I can target him for you.
I think I got it. Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Alrighty. In that case, I'm going to make sure I click my things. Reckless. And I'm also just going to action search here, so I'm just going to click that now and make 4 attacks. Maybe 5 if I crit on one. First attack. Hit. Damage. Second attack. Hit. Damage. Third attack.
You know, this feels pretty bad.
Crit. Damage. I got +1 attack. This is fourth attack. Hit. Damage. Because I got a crit, I can make an attack as a bonus action. So fifth attack. Miss.
Would say that Jen is on the opposite side of you. Did you add a flanking +1?
No, I did not. I will real quick.
16 wouldn't hit.
16 one hit. Okay, I was just about to check that. Yeah. In that case, that is Tusk's full round of attacks on this thing. Jen.
Well, Jen has a few less attacks. Sven, can you target the... Actually, I should be able to do this in the combat tracker. Let's see if I'm targeting the larger shambling mound. And K3, you are also targeting the smaller one if you want to fix that before your turn. I think Jen is on the other side of it, and she will also take a stab at it, and she does have her spiritual weapon that is upcast. So she's just gonna stab it. This don't feel good. Oh, let me add the +1.
To be fair, if we didn't kill it, though, it would
It
probably
would
go on to
attack
kill
somebody
someone
else.
else.
Yeah, that's why.
Mhm.
Anyway. You know what? I'm just gonna use my inspiration on that. See if I roll something larger than a 2 this time. It was almost a
Wow.
3. And let's roll that again, see if it does crit damage. It does. Okay. And then she's going to use her spiritual weapon. That's a bonus action. As I scroll down to it, and it is upcast. Don't matter, that's a miss. Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna use the other inspiration. Fuck it.
I mean, we'd forget to use them a lot.
Exactly. That's worse. Okay. No, it is destined not to hit. And that's her turn.
You just feel too bad.
Yeah, she feels too bad. She wants to get this over with.
All right. And Mini Me had run over to try to rescue Tusk. K3.
Okay, so I can't get the map open. I texted Beth and I'm like, is it just me?
We don't
I
have a
can't get the
No,
map.
map
we're
We're
open.
just
using
doing
Theater of the Mind.
Theater of the
Okay,
Mind because you're all just
awesome.
surrounding us. And
Perfect.
you can
Great.
be as close or as far away as you want within like 30, 60 feet.
Like
Okay,
we're
so I'm
hunting a boar.
probably within 5 feet, so I can use my ice pick.
Okay.
You would probably
And
also be flanking. Because
okay, I'll
Tusk
give
and Jen are
myself a
also
little
adjacent to it.
one. Press one.
Press 1.
um, and my friends are nearby, so I get to stab it extra good.
I'm glad you
And
consider us friends.
at least she considers Genesis
Magical
a
power
friend.
of friendship.
Tusk, she does consider Tusk a friend too, but she treats him
Cool.
kind of like a meat shield. Which, like, do you do that to your friends? Maybe, maybe I don't know.
Okay, but You use him as a meat shield, and he also encourages you to use him as a meat shield.
True.
So
Hell, he encourages you to use, if you have area of effect stuff, to just include him in the
to just
radius.
include him. Yeah, that's the
Okay,
basis of me being like, yeah, he asks you to use him as a meat
Yeah.
shield.
All right,
Hey,
Gimbal.
we're all about that inclusion.
So you
I
can
will.
say that you have it hexed if you want to shift the hex to it as well. You could have
Is
used your bonus action last turn to do it.
second. Finding it. Oh, just the disadvantage one. Already got that. I don't have a particular need. All right. So I will use my Eldritch Blast. And I will let other people kill it. I'm still quite a ways away anyway.
Don't you have a second Eldritch Blast in this level?
A second one?
Yeah.
No.
Is that dependent on your level as a warlock, or is that overall class
Could be.
level?
I think it's dependent on the level of Warlock.
I thought that's leveled up as combined total, but I could be wrong.
2 beams at 5th level. Oh, either way, I'd have 2. 3 at 11th. Is it the overall there, Sven? Is it overall level or is it my Warlock level on the thing here?
It's overall.
Oh, I can't say. Oh, so I could have been having 3 shots all this time. Holy crap.
Only in moderation.
Oops.
Well, I did not know this. I had been weakened for a while.
Pretty much all your cantrips, for those of you who have them, should be doing more damage.
Or in the case of Eldritch Blast, you get another blast. Or 2.
I don't think I have any cantrips that do damage anyway.
Awesome. So I just rapid fire machine gun style my fingers and hit him a couple times with some necrotic damage. And, well, necrotic and force damage.
All right, so you guys surround this thing, and it's sort of, it's leaning over its just fallen comrade, the smaller one, and all of a sudden you just start going Tusk, ripping it apart with his axe, and everybody else just slamming it with different weapons and spells. And it sort of rears back in surprise, trying to figure out what's happening. I am looking at what?
I hadn't been paying attention to my warlock spells really on a what happens level up wise in quite a while. Oops.
All right, so it automatically
Please.
drops once it takes damage.
Yes, I will take off that effect. There you go.
So due to the wording of the spell, it also says it automatically knows that it was charmed. So it is going to go after Genesis.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, so first thing he's going to do is try to slam with his fist and try to wrap its tendrils around you. First one hits. Second one hits, so it does this twice.
Jen just preemptively tries to hold her breath, like.
And you are grappled.
And at some point, can you share the effect sheet again? I like saving it, but like every
Okay.
time I change computers and stuff, it isn't there anymore, which is really fucking rude.
So
Thank
you
you.
are
Why?
blinded and restrained. I mean, grappled. You weren't strained in the first place, so you can't be restrained yet.
Oh.
And it says,
Oh no, I think she might have tweaked her shoulder a little bit on that last attack.
Why?
all right, so that's all it does right now is you are engulfed. So it's sort of just like the picture that I shared. Genesis is engulfed by this thing and is inside it. So you can see here, grappled simply means your speed becomes 0. You can't benefit from any bonus. Okay, you
Well,
are also restrained as well, and you cannot breathe.
oops.
At the start of your turn, you'll have to make a save. Let's go
Her
ahead and
con
go
is
to
18 though, so she can hold her breath for a while.
Tusk. It is your turn. Now you were in it, and you know that damage done to it also hurts whoever is in it.
That is true. Thus, thought process. He's in a rage. 2, he could take the hit. Jen's pretty hardy.
Pretty hardy.
We
She's
have
not bloody
healing stuff.
yet.
She'll be fine, and just goes for it.
Eh,
Like that.
well,
So that is his thought process. He does ultimately attack it with his ally inside. He's not trying to hit exactly where she is, but he also knows that he's not that precise. He's
she's
just
got
hits
healing
really hard.
potions if she dies.
Yeah. So yes, he is going for it. Unfortunately.
Oh, not unfortunately. Just go
Oh.
ahead and kill it. You're fine.
Yeah. Do you
Oh,
want me to roll the damage off of it, or am I good to just roll damage on it?
No, roll the damage on it, and then give me a percentile.
Okay. Boop. Percentile.
Okay,
Second
keep going.
attack. Yep. Wow, that was just horrible. I swing once, and then I realize that strike was just a little too close to where and possibly nicking Jen. So I tried on my second swing to avoid that, and unfortunately, I just hits what I think is part of it, but it's really just the roots of the dead one.
Oof.
Yeah. I'm just going to use my bonus action to heal a little bit myself, just in case it attacks me. And
Nice.
that's my go. That was actually a really good roll for that.
All right.
Jen.
So Genesis, this thing's crushing you. You can't you can't draw a breath, and you can't see anything.
I imagine she also probably has like a headache from the earplugs because like this thing's just moving all around her.
You do have, we missed it last time, a spiritual weapon had been cast, So you can go ahead and attack it twice with your spiritual weapon if you want.
Oh, I didn't miss it. It missed its attack
okay.
last time.
I didn't hear it then.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't say much. She's like, oh, the spiritual weapon goes, and then it missed, and she's like, well.
Well, maybe it did. No, it did miss.
Actually, it missed, and
Yeah.
then she used her inspiration, and then it missed again. Even worse.
Alright, so what are you doing?
I'm not sure what she can do.
You have advantage on haggling if you want to try to sell it something.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think she might have to speak for that. You know what? I think Jen would also know that, like, if you hit this thing, you have a chance of hitting somebody inside it, right?
You
You
do
may or may
now.
not have.
You do now because you just got hit by Tusk.
That's true.
I
Yeah,
mean,
screw it. Jen's going to heal herself so that, like, you guys don't get, like, very disappointed when you kill this thing and Jen is also dead inside it.
Does it have a verbal component
That is a good question.
or somatic?
Yes,
Rather?
it does. Can't do it.
Correct.
Mm.
Either one. You can't have a verbal or somatic.
Why not
Yeah, 'cause
try
she's
to
restrained.
escape? Imagine that. Mm.
Yeah, actually, what would she have to do to try to escape?
You've got to break free.
We're sorry, fire.
Oh, speaking of witches, let me give you at the start of your turn. You did this,
Bruh.
and so you take this.
Yeah.
Little bit of bludgeoning.
Fine.
All right. Ooh, this guy can do 2 creatures at once. That's awesome. So
Rhythm.
does not have anything in particular. So it would just be a normal. Oh, here it is. DC 17 of grappling check. So you would have to do either athletics or acrobatics. DC 17.
Well, we can try. Uh, Definitely better at acrobatics. So let's see. Hmm.
Alright.
Wow.
All right.
I did not
So
expect to
that
make
means
that.
you are no longer grappled or blinded or restrained as you rip yourself out using your right leg to smash through this thing and then pull the rest of your body out.
Love that. That used her action, right?
Correct. It is. It is an action, but you still have your bonus action.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon. Is it still targeted? It is. That's a crit.
Nice.
neat.
And I think Jen's just kind of. She wasn't in there for long, but it just, like, caught her off guard. So she didn't think to take a breath. So she's kind of just on her, like, hands and knees, just kind of gasping for air. She just didn't think to take a breath before everything happened, because it happened so fast.
All right, Gimbal.
Right. So she's not currently grappled then, right?
Correct.
Right. So I will repeat my action. Eldritch Blast again. Eh,
Wow. All right. So first one misses, second one slams into the ground. Second one slams into this thing. What do your Eldritch blasts look like?
Good question. It's force, so it's crackling energy, a beam of crackling energy.
Okay.
So it's just like sort of like electricity, but a different feel in the air.
All right. So he's going to sort of settle back and lean back and try to do the same thing again. As he slams into Genesis with a hit. Second attack is a miss. So let me just make sure I'm reading this correctly. If both attacks hit, the target is grappled. All right, so both did not hit. So you are not grappled or restrained or any of those things.
Yay.
Top of the
Woohoo.
next round. Round 6, Tusk gets to go again. That +2 in it has been
Is
helping
doing
him out.
nice.
He also had advantage on it, but hey,
Yeah.
we'll say it's a +2.
Certainly helps. Gets me ahead of Jen. Yeah, no, he's gonna keep whacking at it. There we go. One hit. Two
Definitely.
hit.
You'd always keep whacking until you're finished.
And it's dying, so technically he gets another attack as a bonus action, which he'll just use to hit it again. So
Tusk
yeah,
always
no,
goes
he
for vengeance.
with Jen
Right.
down, and making use of a distraction by Gimbal and it trying to get Jen again. Tusk kind of comes in, uses axe to like cut off the other arm that was reaching for Jen that missed. Only to then bring it up and bring it down in the middle, and splitting the thing in two
Nice.
as it scatters to roots and decay.
All right, and
Yeah.
with that, you guys are no longer in combat. As these things settle back down, there are now 2 large mounds, one much larger than the other, of sort of like a mind you blank, those
Fire pile leaves.
compost mounds.
Dust piles, yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Next to the road, but the rest of the area seems clear. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I vote we get out of here. That was too much excitement for my liking.
But you also look like you could use a rest, so maybe put some distance and then
Yeah.
take a rest for your
Yeah,
sake.
like, how long have we been traveling? Opening up the calendar.
I had it on the wrong date. Today's the 27th of the second moon.
I'm over here like, this stuff that's on here does not look right. No, the 27th.
I'm gonna get looks like almost 4.5 hours. Almost, or probably closer to 4.
It says after a quick lunch, the party comes upon a pair of mounds, compost piles.
So you all have been awake and moving on since because you got woken up early by the Sahaugen. So you've been almost 12 hours.
Yeah, we did also like just take a quick lunch. So like,
True.
but
You
we
didn't.
travel for like.
So
Hmm?
it's a little misleading. At noon, you guys left, and then you stopped for lunch, and then at 4:20 is when you came upon the Shambling Mound. So it's been a while since you had lunch.
Gotcha.
We haven't traveled for it, but we can travel for a bit more just to put a little distance.
Put a little distance between us and that. Yeah. So like another hour or something.
Okay.
That works.
Give me a survival check. Pick one of you, and then the other one will help it. So give me advantage.
You can do it.
All right, Tusk will aid you.
Cool. You want that in chat or in tower?
Minotaur.
Gotcha.
All right. So you are able to find a. I'll move you guys a little bit. Little. Did you want to be traveling along the water line or closer toward the Cloakwood, or sort of in between the two?
Let's go between the two because we've been
Yeah,
attacked
between
at
the
both.
Yeah, we've had not so fun times at both of those places.
Coast.
Somewhere in between the two, with like a good line of sight between us and them.
Yeah. If we had to pick to be closer to one or the other, I'd say a little closer to the coast if it's uneven. Just because we have more visibility on the coast is Tusk's opinion.
Fair, yeah.
But other than that, stick to sort of the middle.
All right. So you guys find a nice place to stop that has a small little spring um, of fresh water, and you can see for a good 200 feet all around you through the tall grass, and it looks like it's a nice clear area. So you use the mounts and flatten the grass in a couple spots so you can lay down your bedrolls, make a fire if you want, as the evenings gets a little cooler, and you settle in for your long rest. Anybody want to do anything special before you guys take a rest?
No.
Jen wants to take a short rest before we take our long rest, so she can use hit dice.
Why?
Actually, no, I don't
Yeah,
have any hit
heal
dice.
that.
I've already used all of them.
Yeah, I use all mine too. I'm going to use my Pearl of Power and go ahead and recover a spell slot because it'll
Okay.
come back at dawn. Just in case we get attacked during, I've got one more spell slot available to me.
All right.
I'm going to recover a
Uh-huh.
second level slot.
If I
So,
have any time to read,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Tusk would try and spend a little time reading reading from his book.
oh, that's right. We have books.
All right. So if you're going to take a normal long rest, then you would have 2 hours of reading that you are able to do and still take your long rest.
All right. I will mark off
Now,
2 hours.
you all are starting a little earlier. So if you want to wait for the dawn, then I would say you could have another. So do the math. 6:30. So 7. So you gotta have another hour. So we'll just go to 3 hours of
Okay.
reading. And we'll say you guys get a little extra sleep.
I think Jen also wants to spend time reading.
Is she reading with Kid 3?
Does Kid
With-
3 want us to read together?
Yeah, the book that's in whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. The one that's in, what is it, Elvish? Is it in Elvish?
I think it is an Elvish.
Either Elvish or Sylvan, but I
No,
think
I
you
know
speak Sylvan, so
Yeah,
it's Elvish.
Elvish.
As we actually all get ready to start reading, Tusk kind of like noticing other people are also reading.
50 gold per. Okay, so that's one,
What's a
two,
good
three,
drink to
four,
go
five.
with reading? As he holds up the alchemy jug.
Kithri will very quickly say tea because she is partial to tea.
Aw.
And she also gives him a variety that she likes. But that's it. She says her recommendation and she doesn't push for it. She just goes off and
Tusk immediately
Oh,
says like
yes.
what
Oh,
you
did it
say,
not?
and that kind of tea is made, and he will pour it for everyone, and then be
Jen
like,
brings out the honey for us. If anybody wants any, she puts like a good spoonful in her own glass.
Oh my goodness.
you
So
watch as
none
Tusk
of
like
my modules
sips the
are
tea.
loaded.
Oh,
Hmm?
you were saying?
Okay. I just realized none of the modules are loaded. I can't even look up a spell right now. I gotta
Yeah,
start over.
I
Oh.
noticed that earlier that I've only got the player's handbook loaded.
Tusk kind of tries the tea, makes a weird face, and then like sees you with the honey and puts out his glass.
He's like, this is bitter.
I mean, he drinks beer and stuff. It's just not the kind
Yeah,
he's
but it's
used
not
to.
like the alcohol kind of bitter.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
bitter.
more of a
Okay.
floral kind.
Yeah. Where it's like kind of it just like a little bit tastes like dirt.
Leaf juice.
At least whenever I hear floral, my mind goes to lavender, and that's what lavender tastes and smells like to me. It just tastes like dirt. Anyway,
Yeah. So fun interactions.
I'm over here like, wait, K3 can't share the book with me. I can't look at it.
No, wait.
No, it's I think if we are like laying our heads down to rest, and we're gonna go to sleep, Jen's going to use cast tongues on herself. So that Kithri, so that she can just read the book out loud and not have to worry about translating.
But Kithri wants to learn the language too. It's fine. Maybe during her watch, instead of like paying
Do
attention,
you want me
make
to just
Athena
read?
do it. And
Do you just want me to read the book in Sylvan then, and we'll just like I don't know if you'd understand everything though.
no, the tongues is probably fine. I'm just like thinking about it. I don't know. It's hard. Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, no, tongues worked great.
I mean, technically, it says understands what it says. It doesn't mean hears it in a different language. Anyway,
It's like all speak.
yeah.
Anyways.
So Jen is using tongues on herself. Gonna mark off that spell slot. Sure hope we don't get attacked in our sleep, guys, because I will not have the spell slots for that.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
one way
she's
to wash
gonna
yourself.
read for 3 hours with our little story time. If you want to mark off the 3 hours, get 3.
Okay.
And Tusk, did you mark off your 3 hours?
Yes, I did.
And Gimbal, what are you doing during that
I'm
time?
trying. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of reloading so I can actually look at some of the spells that I have in the spell book to decide how much time and money I want to spend, because it's 2 hours and 50 gold per level of the spell. But the one that I really want is higher, so I'm trying to look it up and see what I can do at the level I'm at. But I'm
Oh,
probably it was
right,
just I didn't have access to the spells for a minute. And every
can
time I clicked on anything, it said the link was bad. So
Alright, so I don't know how long I've been muted, but
like the whole time.
the shout out to Joker's Chosen. He's streamed a bunch of different stuff. Was last doing Overwatch 2, the new Overwatch that they redid. So if you want to see what it looks like, you can go check him out at Joker's Chosen, altogether one word.
Well,
Thanks for
4,
stopping by.
So,
8.
All
by
right.
the way,
So
Kendrick was speaking about spells, and I remember something kind of recently came up of you guys being like, Jen, do you have that spell? And once we take a rest, I can change what spells I have. So does anybody happen to remember what the spell was that you guys were looking for Jen to have?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I hope y'all didn't catch
I
that.
need more context.
I remember it was
So
like
during a battle or a fight like that, there was something we wanted to maybe
there
use.
was something, and we had just taken rest, and it's like if you had told us 10 minutes ago that you
typically,
wanted it.
Do you have
remove
dispel magic? Or
curse,
you have counter spell, right?
counterspell, dispel magic. Yep, those are the three things you typically. Greater, lesser restoration, lesser restoration. Those are mostly the things reactive
I
that
was
people
thinking
want.
like might have been like a dispel magic thing. 'Cause this, do you have like? Is
I
this
have
one of the?
dispel magic, so
You have it?
yeah.
Okay. And I have counter. Now this is the one where you have counter spells. God, what else could it have been?
Banish
Oh, it might have been detect magic.
tech magic. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right, because none of us have that in this group. Good point. That might have been it.
Anyway,
Mhm.
now that we've got that taken care of,
I could also select that, by the way. So instead of one of my level ones, if it's a level 1.
Pretty
detect
sure.
magic is a level 1. I'm pretty sure. Let me
Yeah.
look.
It sounds like a level.
It is.
Well,
All right, so looking at the party sheet, let me pull that up on the stream. There you go. And look at the order.
X tosses. I will do that.
I need this. All right, so Genesis. Anything else you guys are doing as you're getting ready to sleep?
Uh,
Tusk, passed out some tea, and we all had some tea as we read.
some nice tea and like
Yeah.
a cozy like
Yeah,
reading
you would probably
area.
notice as Tusk is off reading his book, his head like tilts every once in a while, and then he has to like shake it back up as he continues reading.
Oh yeah, because everybody understands what Jen's saying. So,
Oh no, he's reading his own book.
mm.
More of he can read and might be interesting, but still puts him to sleep.
Oh. So he's like half nodding off, sort of thing. I gotcha.
Yeah,
That's
so the tea
cute.
helps him.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I know he's your scary barbarian, but like that's kind of cute.
All right, so
Well, I did have that.
you guys bed down for the night. Let me go ahead and push. Um, I'm gonna say you all have passed enough time to get a long rest. When Genesis, you
Or if it's these banners
notice
again.
the sun is it's a pre-dawn. The sky is starting to lighten a little bit, and coming from the northeast, you see a figure walking. It's probably 300 feet away at this point, and it seems to be walking, heading towards you guys.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat
okay.
that? I was listening, but it just didn't like sink in.
See a figure walking towards you guys, quite a ways away.
Hey, that figures.
Well, Jen's gonna start to let the rest of the party know.
All right, so by the time she's woken everybody up, you can see what this is. And Genesis, you can hear a whistling and a humming as
Is it the Wellerman song?
this thing is whistling
Uh,
with one
Huh.
head and humming with the other.
Cute.
Does not have weapons out. It looks like it's carrying a big sack.
Side note, real quick. Sorry, because it came up in my mind. I'll never remember it again. Do you know you cannot hum with your nose pinched?
well,
Go
you
ahead.
can. You'll just run out of air really quickly.
You can't. Yeah, you can't make anything happen.
So as the thing's towering, um, where is it? Hold on a second. Close. There we go. Close. Close. All right. So as this thing is walking towards you, you guys have heard of Ettins. You may not know all the specific details about them, but you've definitely they are unique enough and pretty much common enough that you know what this is. Here you go.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, I was looking for that. All right, so this thing is oh, it really doesn't give the specifics that I was looking for. Um, it's a large creature, so I'm going to say it's about 12 feet tall as this thing is walking. And as it, let's see what its perception is. Oh, it's got decent perception. So as it sees you guys standing and looking at it, it waves. Like I said, one hand's carrying this big sack, the other hand waves towards you guys as it's about 100 feet away at this point.
Mm.
Um, so I'm going to go with how you are listed in the combat tracker. So Kithri, what are you looking to do? And if you guys could check your stuff and see if there's anything on there that needs to be removed, like for some reason you have skipped turn on you. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that, and I'm like, huh.
No.
Well, I noticed that my turn was skipped, and I'm like, huh,
Two.
that's weird. And I
Two.
didn't care.
Yep. To which I also
You
just fixed my stuff.
still look like a drowned corpse. Most of your
Makeup, like
Mhm.
makeup and stuff is gone from the day before.
Oh, oh, maybe it was remove curse that we
oh
asked.
yeah, that would definitely be it. Yeah.
Um, but yeah. So, she will probably like have her or get her weapon ready, but I don't know if it doesn't seem like it's going to attack, then she won't worry about it.
All right.
Okay, I just have his axe in one hand, kind of like down, so it's clearly non-threatening, kind of wave back as it's coming towards him.
Way back.
And
Okay.
yeah, kind of wave back and out of the corner of his mouth say, "We didn't piss off any giant two-headed folk late recently, have we?"
Genesis.
Sorry, I'm over here like adding remove curse to my stuff because she Jen would have remembered that. Jen is racking her mind trying to figure out what she knows about Ettins because Mantha knows nothing.
All right,
So
so give me a. I had a cheat sheet somewhere, and I keep forgetting to copy it onto this page. So it is that. So I'm going to go with nature in the tower.
I'm pretty sure I grabbed nature. I did. Okay. I'm like, it was either nature or medicine. So if it was the wrong one, just let me know.
Nope, it was nature.
Nice.
All right, so you can ask. It's a large giant, and you can ask 3 questions.
What's their alignment?
Typically, they are chaotic evil, but
Okay.
with what you rolled, you also know they typically do not like to fight.
Okay. So they're chaotic people, but like combat averse. Um, I guess do they typically live like around this area? I guess. Like, is this somewhere that like you would expect to find an Etten?
They're similar to hill giants and orcs, so sort of a combination of the two. So pretty much anywhere an orc would live, um, or hill giant would live. So yes, they could be native to this area.
Okay. Um, do they have any particular resistances?
They do not have any kind of resistances or vulnerabilities that you know of.
Okay.
All right, and with Gimbal, what are you doing as this thing is waving at you guys as it approaches you?
Well, my initial thought is that a creature that is singing and humming with its partner is probably not being aggressive. So I'll be prepared, but I feel like we should try and either avoid or talk to it.
True.
Although I do know that Edens generally are not super conversationalists.
All right, so we at this point we're going to go ahead and take our break, and we will get back to two heads are better than one question mark in 10 minutes.
Well, this better be what he named the encounter in his note.
All right, got a little bit of an extended break there, guys. Had an emergency phone call. Sorry.
Happens. Nope. We just lost Kendrick.
Wah, wah.
Kendrick ain't putting up with your shit.
He's not. Okay.
Heard your excuse and was like, nope, I'm out.
Right.
Not this
Excuses are like
again.
armpits.
Not today.
All right. So he walks in walks towards you guys, and he calls out. He stops about 40 feet away, sets his sack down on the ground. Let me check. So it's sort of at the same time. No, there we go. So the one head calls out, and the other head responds in a different language.
Tusk will, well, actually, no. Jen got this. She knows Orcish.
Yeah.
Guthrie doesn't. Mm.
Nice.
Fair
So
enough.
they smile and and are nodding, and the head on the right.
And Jen says that, so you guys know.
You can just speak in common if you like.
But it's still fun that way. What actually confused? Now that she isn't already confused.
Yeah, no, honestly, like, Guthrie has enough trust for her party members. She's just kind of vibing, maybe, like, rubbing at a spot of dirt in her armor or whatever.
Yeah, she's just like vibing. Like they'll let me know if something's up.
Or if someone gets attacked, I am ready to also attack.
So he, so this thing then reaches back behind him and pulls out this square wooden piece, and uh, the left head gives a command, and this thing pops up into basically the size of a card table. It's a wooden table with 4 legs. Sits on the ground in front of him. It grows, the small piece of wood grows into this thing, and he comes and starts taking stuff out of the bag and putting it on the table.
That
Why can't I determine?
um, yeah. Tusk
Okay,
will
fine.
approach to get closer. Unarmed now, and
Yeah, Jen wants to know what they're selling to.
yeah.
Neat.
All right, so
I will note that this is also a very good ruse to get somebody looking at something so you can bash them in the back of their heads. But I don't think these guys are gonna do that.
Yeah.
And if
Be
they
more,
do, well, I'm wrong.
oh no, yeah, they could do the opposite and smash us in the front of the heads. As we
That's
look
true.
down
That's
the table, they
true.
could flip the table
That
up
is
into our
more
head.
simple.
Well, we'll find out. Yeah. Tusk walks up.
So does Jen.
okay, so first of all,
First of all, roll initiative.
oops, hold on, let me close this. This goes here. There we go. Those of you who are walking up, you see a myriad of things. Close this, move this, move. Here it is. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. I'm going to presume everyone is going to. So I need you all to roll twice on this table.
Ready?
I
All
rolled
right,
the same
so
thing
let me
twice.
catch up
Wow.
here, guys. I don't think this is a thing, so all right, so let me.
Oh, it's an empty one.
Yep, I was looking at it too, and I'm like, oh wait.
So might get that.
I
Um,
like the other one that Kithri drew, and I just imagined that it's specifically a picture that Kithri drew that these guys
Yeah.
somehow
Yeah,
have.
no, it's so
Yes.
she's like looking at it like, what the heck?
I rolled the same thing twice.
I imagine the picture of your imaginary friend is also pickpocketing someone.
Hey, come on, guys. She's not that bad.
Well, it's not you.
Okay, but who was your imaginary friend growing up? Now we want to know, Kithri.
Oh, that's something I definitely have to think about.
All right, I am building these things as you guys are talking, so And thanks to one of the extensions, oops, if I can spell, you guys will actually have a store. Let me see if I can share it. Yes, so
Cool.
don't do anything with it yet as we so you can look at the items. If you want to, you should be able to just click on the shield. Let's see. Yep. And the way it will work is one at a time. Everybody can look at the shop, but you need the exact coins to purchase whatever you're going to purchase. So, which shouldn't be a problem for any of you. But oh, wait a minute, I didn't give a price to the chess pieces. Where'd it go? Here it is. Nope. That's that. Where's this? Come on.
There's also the
Open.
empty wine bottle that Kithri rolled.
Yeah. Kithri might actually buy the drawing. I don't know. Why not?
Go for it.
Yeah, Jen's over here like she
Oh, hold on a
definitely
second,
wants to
guys,
buy at
before I get
least
there.
something.
Um,
Oh.
there it is. Like I said, so one of you can at a time say, "Hey, I'm grabbing it," and then go, and you click the little gold arrow to move it over to the cart. It'll then on the bottom give you the total price. When you're done, you then click buy. It'll automatically add it to your inventory, take away the cost.
Okay.
Someone look at your. Actually, I can look here in the party sheet in the inventory. I was checking to see what your if they I don't know if it matters if they're capital or not. I hope it doesn't matter. We're gonna presume it's not gonna matter. Let's see. They are all capital. All right. So going forward, I will make sure they're all capital. All right, there's that, and there are two. Okay.
How much for the empty bottle of wine of a very rare and expensive vintage?
Sasuke's about to use his jug to fill it back up.
Honestly, I actually didn't think about that. I was just gonna buy. Well, but that's actually a good idea. Um, if the label is correct, but even then, I could possibly fess up. But we'll see. That might be an interesting experiment. But no, I would like to purchase that wine bottle, as well as I would like to purchase the envelope, which I will just click now.
Hold on. Relax.
Oh,
I told you guys I
sorry.
was not done.
Oh, sorry.
The Wizard of Wine's Winery, Red Dragon Crush.
Oh, I have a bottle of that.
Do you?
um,
We might have at
I'm
one
pretty
point.
sure. Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking we had. Yeah, I have a bottle of it. We had 2 bottles. One of it went to someone else, and we drank it. But I'm still gonna buy it.
Do it.
Gonna grab it. Drought.
Drow bullet. I'm over here like, I don't think any of us have firearms, so.
Bye.
This is 500. Okay. I lost the list that I had, so I'm having to
I
I
think
recreate
you
it
get
from
had.
that.
memory. What? Oh, it would help if I could spell.
Spelling does help, yeah.
There we go.
Forgot about that. It just was going through my list, and I found another trinket I had. A fake diamond trinket, a gemstone that looks like a lump of coal when examined by anyone but you.
Oh,
Oh
yeah, I
yeah.
think you just got that one too.
Yeah, got that recently. Okay.
All right, one last. Just got that. Okay. Apologize for the delay. There we go. All right, so go ahead. I don't think the rest of the stuff any of you will be interested in, but I'm going to add them anyway, just because I had done it already.
It's like, fuck it, might as well.
All right, so Tusk, go ahead.
Got 2 items, and looks the thing converted correctly. That's right. A gold-plated ring. It's a gold-plated ring depicting a smiley face.
Oh,
Cute.
All right, does anybody
Can
else?
Kithri tell if any of these are magical? Like the earrings, um
the gloves definitely would be.
Do you ask?
the Well, yeah, that's true. Can she tell if any of them are magical? She probably wouldn't say anything.
Not just by looking at them,
Okay.
because everything is pretty well maintained. It's nice and
Mhm.
clean. Um, the rings are shiny, and so is a lot of times if you find an old thing, that's one of the giveaways. So
Mhm.
just by looking at it, you wouldn't be able to tell now.
Okay. Well,
Tusk will like point to the club arm blade and's like, "That's a weird club. What's up with that?"
They sort of shake head and
Ooh.
wait, were you talking to them or were you talking to someone else?
I was talking to them.
Okay.
Uh, and I'm pointing to the club arm blade. I can read it, but at the same time, it's more of a Tusk would ask.
Yeah, Tusk doesn't know exactly what it does, but Nick does.
Yeah.
All right. So it picks up the club arm blade and sets it sort of like a gauntlet looking thing, and it would fit around your forearm. And he flicks his wrist, and the club comes out of it, and then he sort of mimics hitting stuff, and then with another flick, it goes back into its sheath, and then takes it off, puts it back. So he shakes his head. Yes.
Tusk kind of says that while like holding his chin, kind of thinking. Glances over at Kithri. He says the arm thing is good for sneaking. Would you be interested in having a possible concealed weapon like that?
which one is
I'm
good for sneaking?
The
blades.
the club arm blade. He
I'm
like just put it on, flicked it. It turned into like a club arm, and then he flicked it and went turned back.
I'm
Oh.
not sure a club would be your style though.
Yeah, probably not.
It's a good
Uh,
thought though, Tusk.
Mhm.
Oh.
as he like puts out some more stuff.
Yeah, they're like one of the heads is still like rearranging stuff. Kind of moved the club, and underneath the club was something else.
Mm.
Puts out 2 sets of clawed gauntlets. It looks like. Well, that looks more your style, Kithri.
2 sets of what?
Well, so there's the clawed gauntlet, and then there's the tyrant's gauntlets, which are also
Mm.
clawed gauntlets, but they're magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his face had something like this, did he not?
Tobone?
You're-
He had like blade things that he held. He had basically Wolverine claws type weapons.
Hmm.
Like they
Nice.
were something you held onto, but they were like kind of like that, from what I remember.
Hmm.
I don't remember the exact name of those weapons off the top of my head. Oh, there's more.
My
Red
cat is
swirl.
squeaking. She squeaks
Squeaky
so
baby.
much. She's
Yeah.
squeaking. She's crazy. Yeah, she's crazy.
I will say, if the Tyrant's Gauntlets look pretty cool.
They're expensive though.
They are expensive, but they are cool and don't require attunement.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's true.
It's you just cast command.
I don't know.
One
Kithley's pretty satisfied with her ice pick and
Well, you could wear them and wield the
Mage
ice
Bane.
pick.
I've thought about asking asking Genesis if she wanted to switch weapons because, like, if Kithri was critting every attack, things would die. And
Yeah.
it wouldn't be every attack, but like almost a lot of the attacks. But
Jen's weapon is like
Darn, I don't have enough.
kind of nature themed though.
Mhm.
that's yeah.
So like oh, potions.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I do still have a potion that I want to give to Tusk because I think he'd like it at some point.
Unfortunately, we can't afford or at least I personally cannot afford the potion of flying, which is something I would be interested in.
Oh yeah,
Um,
the 35,000 gold piece.
yeah,
Yeah.
almost 36,000, or the potion of stone of flesh, or the potion of vitality. Those are
Legit. Oh my gosh! Like when I saw the potion of stone to flesh, Kithri immediately thought of her pony.
flashbacks.
Poor pony.
You could
Uh,
buy it and still go back, maybe.
for 23,000 gold. I don't think do we even have that much combined?
Open
I
the party sheet.
Even
Let's
if we
yeah.
see.
did,
We
Kithri
have
wouldn't want to
yes,
No,
ask you to
yes
do
we
that.
do. We have, or wait,
20s. We
we
have
have
we have
barely.
27.
27,000.
Yeah, we could buy the potion of stone of flesh if you really want to, but might not be worth it.
Might not be worth it. You also have a Drake now.
Yeah.
No, potion of mind control. Oh, that's interesting. Um,
Yes. 44,600 gold for one of the rings. That's probably magic of some kind, but Kithri doesn't know
Which
what
one?
kind.
I don't really need
It's
that.
above the tyrant's gauntlets.
Oh, the signet ring.
Yeah, it's got. I don't know what a heater shield is supposed to be, but
It's just a type of shield.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what that looks like.
You can Google
I
it.
mean, also it might be expensive because it's magic, or it could be expensive because it's solid platinum and gold, and it's a signet ring,
Uh,
which is like a rich person ring.
Mm,
okay.
possibly.
I am still looking through all the stuff.
I am too.
Yeah. Get through. You planning on buying your drawing still?
Yeah, she's gonna go ahead and buy that, like, confused as to where it came
Oh
from,
yeah,
but
we can also do that. Uh,
Hmm.
Jen translates.
Hmm.
They are also open to buying things if we are looking to sell.
uh, I really like the idea of the Rod of Fire, but I've never used it. Maybe I'll use it eventually. I
What does
can
it do?
use Fireball.
Wait, the
It
what?
holds 30 charges, and it currently has 14. You can use an action to expend 1 to cast Flaming Spear. Uh, uh, 1 more to cast Scorching Ray, or 2 charges to cast Fireball.
Which item is this?
Rod of Fire.
Yeah, and if you expend the rod's last charge, roll a d12 on a 1 through 5. The rod crumbles into ash and is destroyed. So, like,
She's had it for
I
a long
s-
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've had
Oh,
it
that
for a
you.
long time.
Oh,
You've
it's an
just never
item
Like
you
used
a
it.
have.
long
I
time.
think I've used it once. Okay, I've used it one time.
Which is, you know,
Crazy.
Okay.
Crazy, crazy.
Uh,
you're like, what would
Yawn.
I want to sell?
Mm.
Tusk will take out
Mhm.
some various trinkets out of his thing to set up to possibly sell. He'll take out. Here, actually, I'll just throw them into the party sheet. I'll. Uh, Here, he takes out a Star Rose quartz. um, a small ruby that is worth 40 gold. 2 more small rubies that are each worth 300 gold.
I'm over here like, guys, I still have like a spool of spider webbing from like the beginning of the campaign.
That's hilarious.
I've held on to this for years, and I'm like, it'll be useful someday. Hmm.
Take out a quartz gem worth 50 gold.
Hmm.
Keep that.
Jen is going to translate what he said to the rest of the party. He says he can help us travel too. If we can get in his bag and relax. And he walks for us, and then we come out. He said happy and not tired.
Oh.
Uh,
Uh,
2 gold per day. 2 gold per person per day of walking.
hmm. What a good boy.
Is it boy or boys? Like
What good
that's two.
boys.
I'm like, there's 2 heads, but like 1 body. So like, I don't know how uh individual each head is. They do speak different languages though, so
That's sweet. Got 2 brains, huh, Kate? 2 of them.
Oh, I will sell them. I will also throw in the potion of biggerness.
oh my gosh.
Didn't Sven
Um,
say we're not allowed to sell the gimmicky potions, or am I
did he?
remembering incorrectly?
If he did say that, I will take it back.
You shouldn't have a price.
Oh, they do not have a price. Never mind. I will take it back.
Cute. Sorry, I've got a cat on me.
You
You
can
guys hear my
try.
cat voice.
Yeah,
I say
I'll
things.
Do you,
I'll pull it out and say like I'll never use this. And I'll explain that's a potion that for like less than a minute, everything around you suddenly becomes bigger. At least that's how it was told to me. I tell him that in Orcish.
okay. And Jen goes and pulls out a doll out of her bag of holding. She's like,
For now, I will
okay,
just leave it in there. Actually,
this is a talking doll, and I don't think I will ever use it. Will any of you?
no.
Go ahead and share that to chat.
I can only drag the item. I'm like,
Do I not have sharing is carry on?
Hmm.
That's weird.
So,
Right.
see it before. Oh,
Oops.
oops.
Try
Mm.
again.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Mm.
So it's basically like a Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, what now?
Because it's a teddy bear that you can
Oh,
Mhm.
do. A lot of parents did it for, and soldiers do it and stuff when they travel. If they're going to be military people, do it while they're traveling, so their child can still hear their voice.
gotcha. I've also got some gemstones that, like,
I just threw my gemstones into the
yeah.
party sheet.
Do we want to sell and then split, or do we want to do all of Tusk stuff and then all of Gen stuff and all of blah 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 blah?
We also have a long sword and a cloak for him, and a shield that we're already in the party sheet that we can just sell to him.
Yeah.
I'm personally fine with just selling
Yeah,
all of it and then
right.
splitting it.
Okay. I
This is all stuff we've gathered. Regardless, it's just stuff he grabbed.
yeah. I think if I
All right,
hold
so they
shift
look through
for
this
too long.
stuff. They don't want the
Yeah.
shield,
Okay.
but they'll take everything else.
I'm gonna drag my stuff.
Um, for now, I'll just throw the shield into my inventory. So it's out there for you.
All right, is everybody done?
Not yet.
I don't
Uh,
know. I'm a
oh,
hoarder.
yes,
I'm
I am done
attempting to hoard.
for selling. I
I
want to
have
buy.
an item whose cost is 1d10 silver. It's raw quartz in my bag of holding. If you want to look at it, or do you want me to just roll a d10 and then edit the price?
Are you going to sell it?
Yeah.
Just drop it in the party sheet.
I, um.
Very good.
All right, anybody else?
Uh, Gether, are you good, or are you still looking?
I don't know. Well, she hasn't bought her drawing yet, so that's something that I need to do.
I found one more item to throw in: a pearl with 100 gold.
Okay.
Oh, equal to the
Wait,
floor.
Yoink.
I can't remember how Arcane Trickster stuff works. Can Arcane Trickster get only specific spells? I know that they share like a lot of wizard spells.
So
Enchantment
they
and illusion.
usually it's just enchantment and illusion, but
Okay.
every couple, like maybe 4 levels, they can get one that's not either of those.
Okay. So we do not have anybody that can cast wizard spells, right?
Well, technically Kithri can, but
Okay.
Gimble's a wizard.
Oh,
Gimble's a
is
wizard.
he?
Yeah, he's a wizard
I
warlock.
forget with the werewolf stuff.
Hmm.
In that case, I have a scroll that I can't cast, so It'll probably go to Gimbal.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm paying way too much attention to my cat and not really paying attention to the game. She's being extra cuddly and very cute.
Um,
Okay, I think that's all I have that I want to sell.
selling wise, I'm good.
All right. Last call
Mm.
for. Is anybody else looking? All right.
A couple items I would
I
like to
am
buy.
looking, but like I don't think I'll sell anything. I'm too much of a hoarder. I should definitely
Me too.
sell.
Right? Oh, let's sell 3 items. That's weird. Oh, cloak doesn't cost anything. Hmm.
Oops. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to share it. That's wrong.
I was like
I
over
literally
here,
thought that I had accidentally clicked on it.
and I'm like,
I was
okay,
just
it's
switching
a
tabs.
quartz.
It's a quartz, of course.
Mm.
So honestly, I think the Tyrant's Gauntlets are really cool. They just don't fit Tusk. Like, like
This
the
one's
aesthetic.
good.
Well, I mean, they could, but like,
I know what you mean. Like his character, I get you, but
His
like,
idiom.
I don't know. I personally think they're actually really cool, though. But no. Uh, however, Tusk does want to buy the Potion of Climbing, so I'm going to grab that, and the red swirling potion,
right?
just cause. Um,
Jen's over here, like proudly gonna buy a bunch of potions. Like, ooh, what's this do? Ooh, what's this?
I mean, okay, so Jed just asked me in a whisper if
Why
Jen
would
were to buy the gloves of missile snaring, would it you use them? Does anyone want the rod of fire, or should we sell it? Because like it's useful. Kitley has used it only one time though, because I am a hoarder and I am bad at
I
using things. But yeah,
honestly, to me that seems like the item that we should keep. But
Yeah.
if you aren't using it, you aren't using it. Tusk wouldn't take it because it just doesn't fit him. Gimbal might take it, but he's not here at the moment.
hmm
Yeah.
Um,
Jen has used all 3 of her attunement slots on things that she wants to stay attuned to. So
yeah, no,
um,
the I didn't know ice pick needed to be attuned. Oh, I have resistance to fire damage when I hold it. What? When you draw this weapon, you can extinguish all non-magical flames with the third. What? I should read
when
my
you
magic
learn
items.
your
it's
staple weapon
like,
is much cooler than you thought it was.
Because I was looking at it and I'm like, 24,000 gold?
wow, that's really expensive.
It's
So,
fine.
so the gloves, because why would you want to wear them? Because if you get attacked, it's basically like it gives you the monk's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
get
No, she's
hit,
definitely 100% interested in them. But she does have also the Rod of Fire.
but you also
And
have
she
have
doesn't.
free hand.
Yeah.
Is your ice pick a 1 or 2-handed weapon?
It's a one. Is it one-handed? I thought it was one-handed.
Well,
Should be. It's a rapier, right?
yeah, if it's a
Mm-hmm.
rapier, it would be one-handed.
I don't think
Yeah.
Mhm.
she has any two-handed weapons. I mean, you could consider a sling as two-handed, but it's only as she's loading it, and then her
Mm-hmm.
other hand is free. So,
But yeah, no, the gloves of missile snaring are super cool. I would love to have them. But also, I am indecisive and a hoarder, and it's hard 2.
What is your other two, Matt? You don't have to share.
My Mage Bane. I
Oh
have
yeah,
Ice
Mage
Pick,
Bane.
Mage Bane, and the Rod of Fire. Which, like, that's why I'm asking. The Rod of Fire is the one that I'm most willing to give up because it doesn't really
Yeah, of
fit
those three,
with
that's the
her.
one that can
But,
change.
like, I don't
If
know.
you would, so this is just my opinion. I'd say keep it, but unattuned from it. If you wanted to get the gloves of missile snaring and attune to those, and
Okay.
then when Gimble comes back, we can ask him if he wants it.
Okay.
And if anything, it's always good to have a fire thing in your back pocket.
In my bag of holding, more like.
How long does it
Okay.
take to attune to something?
About an hour.
An hour?
Yes.
Okay, so that's something that, like, if we needed a plan that, like, oh, we need that rod of fire, we can change stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's harder in the heat of the moment.
Okay. Then I will buy that once Tusk is done with his shopping. Or if Jen wants to buy it, she can, but Kithri would
Or
feel bad and probably try to pay her back.
okay, how about we split it? Okay. I give you 200, you pay 200.
Okay, I'm just gonna buy the potion of climbing and the red swirling potion at this point.
Okay, so I will grab the where is it? Oh, I scrolled down. Gloves of missile snaring and purchase. And
You want to
you
do
said you
the...
were giving me 200 gold.
Yeah, I will remove
Okay.
200 gold from my thing, and you, I guess, add 200 to yours.
Mhm.
90,
Yeah.
49.
I just wanted to make sure it didn't go into the void. If you don't want to
Yeah.
split it half and half, I am okay with that too.
I'm also gonna there's a potion of hill giant strength in there. So if anyone ever wants to be for an hour stronger than Tusk,
Wow, that's
Right?
something Kithri would buy as a joke.
Nice.
yeah,
You'd be like, oh yeah, look at me, Tusk, I'm stronger
yeah,
than you.
You lift Tusk, lift him.
Yeah.
That would be
yeah. No.
hilarious, but no,
I mean,
he
I have
I
is
a
mean,
not
that's
a heavy
400 gold for a
spender.
gag.
Yeah, it would be funny, but not that funny.
To be honest, actually, Tusk is considering buying it and then giving it to one of you guys simply so that we, in case of emergency, we have another strong
We
person.
have another strong person, yeah.
In case like there's a time where Tusk needs someone to lift with him or like lift another thing, or if he's out of the picture.
That's
Yeah, we
fair.
don't have Cromwell anymore.
Uh,
It's just an idea. Honestly, I would love the potion of flying, but it's so expensive.
Yeah.
well, technically, we might have enough for it because I was looking at the party sheet, and how many gold points we have is how many gold, or not points, gold pieces we have is how many gold pieces we have. We have a lot of platinum too.
We do have a lot of platinum. I don't remember the conversion rate
It's
between platinum
10
and
to
gold
1.
though.
10. One platinum is 10 gold. So it'd be just add a 0 to the end. That's how my gold it is. It's just another 3,000 roughly.
Okay, maybe we don't have
Which
enough.
we still don't have enough. I feel like if we, put everything together, we might just barely have enough, like with all our currency, but it's not worth
Yeah, but
doing
not
that.
honestly not worth it.
Um,
Get somebody to get like levitation or something. Basically the same.
um,
And there are magical items that can let you fly too. Maybe we'll find one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's gonna be expensive. Probably can't buy it.
So as you guys are looking at that and checking your gold and counting up your things and figuring out what you want to sell and everything, he starts, the left side starts whistling again, softer. You can barely hear it, and the right side then starts humming. Genesis, give me a history check.
Ooh. I have a Let me check. I think I have another thing that lets me. I'm gonna use Natural Diplomat for that. After you roll for an ability check that involves skill history, you can roll a d8 and add it to the result.
Okay, so do it the other way around. Add roll the 8 and then put it in modifier.
Okay. 6.
Nice.
Let me go ahead and mark that off.
Alright, so you
Over here
recognize
next.
the tune, so do you, Tusk, as sort of like an orcish war chant that they would do as a something you would chant as you're traveling to pass the time.
Okay.
Tusk will ask in Orcish. You spent a lot of time with orc tribes. You called it the mean language earlier. Just curious if you had a bad experience or if just some gruff fellas. Oof, nope.
Jen knows.
He's like honestly not trying to pry. He's just kind of curious.
He's just like trying to make conversation.
Yeah. "28 insight."
Jen is good at this.
Jen
Yep.
is. I mean, like, she's good at a lot of things. Like, she has
Mhm.
so many skill proficiencies.
That was supposed to be an orcish, but oh well. And I need a roll from K3, and I don't know back Gimbo if you're back yet.
K3's also apparently decent enough at this.
So you can tell, in Genesis, you also see that there's a drum head strapped on his back, on his belt, on the back of him. As at one point when he turned around and grabs himself and moved himself. It's one of those. It's a flat drum head, about 2 inches deep, and about 8 inches around. And you can just play it like that. You can also set it on like a stand or in between your legs and play it as well. Um, but this seems to be a musical inclined creature. Musically inclined creature.
Fun.
How many of us play instruments again?
Depends on what you mean by play.
What can Tusk play again?
I would say K3 can't really. Well, maybe. I don't know.
It's on your abilities page.
I am not proficient in instruments. I do have a pair of cymbals I used once.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was meaning.
Do you still have the dancing outfit?
No,
I think K3 mostly
I burned
used
that.
her arcade, did fancy looking magical thingies with a light or whatever, maybe. Let me look. She has a couple of bells that she might have used to help with a performance once, but I don't think she has any instruments.
Real quick, Tuss is gonna buy that potion of Hill Giant Strength and then hand it over to Jen.
Oh.
So you can just throw it in a party sheet.
Yeah, I'll throw it in the party sheet because I have to go find it. Just in case.
Maybe true.
I'm kind of eyeing that potion of heroism, but it's very expensive, and I don't know if it's worth the price.
Which one?
The potion of heroism,
Right.
it's nice, but
It's
I'm not sure if
cool.
I wanted that much.
Neat.
I think that's all Jen's gonna buy. Um.
Screw it. I'm gonna buy the potion of heroism.
Oh, really?
I haven't the money for it.
You're like, what am I gonna use this money on? The house? We already have one.
Well, I mean, we have to pay taxes still, but you know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Kid 3
but
supports
like,
you. If you
honestly,
ask, if you, no, she supports you. There's not
Yeah,
much else
no,
I
he
can
just
say.
buys it.
would it be dumb for the healer to buy the potion of greater healing? It would be.
Well, in Jen's case, maybe not.
Right?
I will say though,
So,
applying a healing potion to someone does not count
Jed,
as casting a healing spell.
Yeah.
Kid 3 like nudges you and says something along the lines of, "Do you want to try playing a tune with them?"
Yeah, that's why. That's sort of why Mantha was asking if anybody plays instruments.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Okay.
think Jen goes shopping last because that's how it happened with us. And so once she's done, she'll bring out her flute and start to play along with the marching song that they're playing.
All right, give me a performance check, and it can be
Uh,
straight in it's a straight roll. Very nice. All right, so
plus 13 helps.
Mhm.
they immediately start smiling and let's see. Have you been talking to them in Orcish?
Yes.
Yes, she has. Does she know the one that they're talking about?
Give me a percentile.
Oh, we'll see. Oh, I almost rolled like a bunch of D100s.
You do not know the one they're talking about.
Sad.
Tusk may not be able to play it, but Tusk know of it.
Tusk can give me a history check, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, or percentile. Actually, no. It would be yeah, it's a percentile.
Yep.
Yes, you know the one that they're talking about. It's almost the same tune, just a couple different things that are changed. It's just the lyrics that are different.
Tusk will
Tusk can sing it.
explain it.
Do it.
Yeah,
he'll like
just
he tried to
a
explain the
little.
tune. It's like this, but
As
it's a
soon
little
as he
different.
Start
Yeah.
singing.
Explaining it, Kid 3 is like, you should sing it.
You should sing it, and
um,
Jen can play the background. Peer pressure. Do it. Do
Do
All right,
it.
give me a
Do it.
performance check.
After a moment, he does do it, but like before he succumbs to peer pressure, you like notice he almost like instinctively goes to like reach for the back of his head and stops. It's like, yeah, fine, you play.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not that bad.
He knows the
Yeah.
song well.
Oh yeah, it's actually really good, and you're definitely able to um, figure out the difference between the two. Uh, you don't know the lyrics, obviously, but you're able to play it just fine.
She's learning the
Yeah.
lyrics as
And
Tusk is singing them.
It's to the best of his ability.
Rat and Catcher also are singing it along with him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do, do, do,
Yeah.
do, do. That's fun.
Okay, and
Spider-Man.
this. Boom. Okay. Boom. Boom.
Ooh, he's rolling dice.
And
always good
so
this
they are not as good as Tusk is.
Mhm.
I mean, together 1 and 8
The
makes
one
an
keeps
18.
singing the other song, keeps messing up the lyrics.
uh,
All right, so
all right.
were you guys going to purchase anything else?
Um,
Well, has Tusk bought that potion of heroism yet?
I did buy it. You know what? I'm gonna buy the gold-plated ring with a smiley face on it, just cause.
Oh.
oh, nice.
So I'm gonna buy that,
So they'll give you that
and that's it.
for free. So go ahead and
Oh,
put it
okay.
in there, and then just give it back. Give yourself back
15
15 silver, and then
Okay.
let me go back to this.
The
Yoink.
Tyrant's gauntlets are so cool, but they're not. They don't fit him,
Hmm.
or not like they. Tusk wouldn't buy them. Is the thing.
Magical
And, like,
items always
Kid
fit.
3
Well,
might, but like she's also very satisfied with the weapon she has now. So
Yeah.
I
And
thought
if
they were
she's ever in
cool.
it.
I thought I would throw them out and see if you might want them.
yeah.
No, this is partially just me, Nick, being like, "That's such a cool item. I want it, but Tusk wouldn't take it."
Tusk wouldn't want it. It does give you command.
Yeah, and it's Tusk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, Tusk probably wouldn't know what to do with it. Well, he might. But like I feel like he would also just kind of be raging,
Yeah,
not paying
You-
attention to it.
I mean, you can't actually cast spells while raging.
Yeah. Well, this isn't casting a spell.
You cast it. You
I
can
guess
cast
it
it
is.
once per day. If he
I
wasn't
guess it
raging,
is.
you could cast it. It's also just good to have as a backup item, but he wouldn't.
And don't you have to attune to it?
That one you actually don't have to. It's
No,
the
this one is
other
not.
ones that you got.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Now we
I
can say
like
that
these
Tusk's hands
items.
really are magic.
Mm.
I like these, and honestly, me and Nick wants them, but at the same time, it's one of those like I can't just. I'm having trouble
can't just
justifying
buy
that a
it.
Tusk would take it.
Yeah, and like I would get them too, but Kid 3 is such a hoarder. Like she has so much stuff that she never uses.
Like the rest of us aren't.
Right?
I
Dude, I
don't know.
literally told you earlier that I have spider webbing from like that one that one basement where
Mhm.
Jen charmed the rats.
Uh,
That's that
Wow.
basement. That is that basement that
Wow.
I
That
got
was
that
it.
spider webbing from.
Ooh.
That was
yeah,
literally
all y'all
years
watching on
ago.
YouTube or Twitch have no idea what we're talking about.
So if they give
I
you,
don't want
for some reason, it's not letting me give it out, so I'm going to drop it into your inventory. They give Tusk. They give you the carved shovel, um, and explain it was used by a little person with a big face hair, and every time he kills somebody with it, he will put a mark in it, and that's why it
Oh, a
has
dwarf.
the markings on it.
To a dwarf, yeah. Could be like
to.
a
Yeah.
well, we are also
And
all little people to them.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
they say
uh
they can't sell this anyway, so give this to the girl with the sling. So
Which
Kithra,
one?
you get the drow bullet,
wow.
Mm.
and
Mhm.
Genesis they give you the wooden dinosaur.
Oh.
Nice. She also bought one, so now she has a matching set.
Yeah.
So you can go in there and change them to anything you want. I mean, any wooden dinosaur that you want. You can be a specific dinosaur, um, or
Jen's like, I've got
go through it.
dinosaurs, guys.
I love that for you.
I'm over here, like, I imagine back at the
Mhm.
house where eventually we'll make it. I'll probably get rid of like a bunch of the items that are sitting in my inventory and like put them on like shelves and stuff and like put the mechanical crabs in a little tank and shit.
Very nice.
Uh,
Mm.
should I just get the tyrant gauntlets? Or should I just get them?
If okay, okay,
Okay.
okay. If you want them, I will buy them.
I
Okay,
I
because
will
Kid
Well, I
3
also
is
mean,
the
help
one
fund
who would
them.
use them.
I will
uh,
also help fund them.
I mean, like money's not the problem.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
just
the would Tusk
usage.
take them? But I want.
Okay. Okay, Nick. Nick. It
Yes.
doesn't matter to us whether or not Tusk wants them. It matters to us that Nick wants them.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Okay.
Jen will put in some money to help fund that. Let's say fuck, I don't know,
Okay.
300 gold pieces. Let me do the
How much
math.
is
So, I'll just say 300.
Okay.
And I'm not let's not take that in orc.
Well, I will
So
just
subtract. That would be good. 80.
buy them then. I may not ever use them, but I'll be wearing them, and adds to aesthetic. But at the same time,
Plus, it'll
yeah,
make you look really cool.
more
Yeah.
intimidating. I don't know.
Hmm
Okay.
Okay. You
So
don't have to contribute.
no, it's
Jen
I.
is
What am I
contributing now.
using the money for?
Fair
What am
enough.
I using the money for? You can take another 500, so you only have to pay 1,000 ish.
So they gave me a combined total of 700 gold back. So I will just buy it and then add 700.
That's 800.
Oh,
Excuse me.
800. Yes.
And
Okay.
1070.
when they sell it to you for 1,500.
Oh,
Okay.
they're like, this
So-
guy sang along to all of our music.
7. Shoot, now I have to do math.
So
Give me a second.
1,500 or 1,570 minus 800. That would be 770 for you, I think.
Okay, I did math, and I'm now adding the right portion back.
Nice.
There we go. Done.
Now put them
I
on.
may
Wear them.
I put him on. Who knows? Maybe at some point he'll lose his axe again, and then this time he'll just get another weapon. He'll just go for it.
I mean, and I think Jen will tell Tusk, like, if you ever want to use the command spell on that and you're not sure what to say like dance or something, and that'll typically get people busy. Because I'm
Has a
over here like
flashback.
that.
Particularly when you said dance and then busy. Oh, sorry. That's never going.
Tusk
been
just kind of
years.
spaces out for a second, thinking about his past.
Tusk has some war flashbacks from that one night that he danced for a wedding.
It was a bachelorette party, actually.
Sorry, bachelorette party. What was it, like the Faulty Towers or something? Like, I think I still got that in my notes somewhere. Anyway, are we done shopping? I think
Yes,
I'm done shopping.
I am done shopping.
Okay.
However, I think we might take them up on their offer to carry us.
I mean,
Oh,
maybe.
if
Do we
you
want to?
want to, Kithri didn't really want
We
to. What
did
about
kind of just take a long
our
rest,
mount's
No.
gonna
Well,
be an issue at all?
They are
Is-
also.
we can just put them on the leads and hold the leads as we go. But if he was carrying us, we could be reading.
That's true.
That's the reason why I'm considering it.
Story time.
Story time in the
Actually,
bag.
Sven, is that right?
In
If
the
they
bag.
carried us, would we be able to read more of our book while we traveled?
If we had lights.
You don't know the details, but you don't know what inside the bag is going to be like.
I mean, hey,
But
Jen will
it
ask
said
them about.
you would be relaxing and happy.
I mean, Tusk will throw it out there. Do we want to take him on his offer?
I don't know. Kithri is skeptical, but Kithri is always skeptical. When is Kithri not skeptical? That is the better
If
question.
Kithri was not skeptical, it would be worrying.
Yeah.
So we can go ahead and leave it here. It's a good time to stop. So you guys decide what you want to do for next week. And we will figure out what's happening there. Let me take a look at something real quick.
I love how eventually this D&D party is going to like devolve into a book club.
Oh.
And the Thursday night party is going to devolve into like an arts and crafts group.
So be talking to people, talking to your families and friends and whatnot, significant others, and find out what's going on the 23rd of November, sometime probably next week or so. That's the day before Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna be so busy.
I will be out of town.
Okay, there you go. So that
Where
answers
I
the
work
question.
has they do a really big thing on Thanksgiving. I probably will be working Wednesday night.
Okay, perfect. So the 23rd of November, we won't be playing. You just plan on that now. If one of you want to drop that into Discord for me, please, under the Nashkel Discord. It looks like December should be okay because we're the 21st and the 28th, so neither one of those is anywhere close to the holidays. Um, but if people are traveling or things are going on, let us know. I am talking to a couple other people, trying to see how well they're going to fit in, so we can have one more player consistently, maybe even two. Um, they're just not people I played with before, so I'm not sure how well, how it'll
I
work with
gotta
the group.
learn how they mesh.
So we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll go from here. But next week, we'll be back with Rat and Catcher. You guys haven't really talked
Mhm.
to them very much as far as personal life, so you don't know which is which. But
Mhm.
Mm.
thank you for playing, and thank you for hanging out. Those of you in the chat, I appreciate you guys um, being there. And thank you so much. It was Ship of Fools, Jingo. Jingo, thank you again for the sub. Really helps a lot. And don't forget, whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Say goodnight.
Good
Good
night.
night, guys.
Bye.